It's time for a triple play. 3 stocks that we're watching in the final 10 minutes of trading. We've got Boeing, Under Armour, and Disney. Let's kick it off with Boeing, my pick today. The stock moving higher, up just about 2% in the final couple minutes of trading. Boeing securing a huge order from Ryanair worth $40 billion. Now, the budget carrier agreeing to buy up to 300 737 MAX jets. Deliveries are going to start in 2027, and they will replace many of Ryanair's older aircraft. Now, in a statement, Ryanair Group CEO said that the new planes are going to offer 21% more seats while also burning 20% less fuel. And it wasn't all, though, good news for Boeing. We did see shares pull back from the highs of the session for just a bit after the company announced that its April deliveries fell by about half, comparing that to the March numbers. That was due to a manufacturing defect. But, Allie, it looks like the streets really focus on that order from Ryanair and what that could mean for maybe other orders here going forward, given the recovery that we're starting to see in travel.
Yeah, and I think it's across the board, right? We've heard positive news on the cruise line side, obviously with flights and airlines. That's a big deal as well. You know, Ryanair, I had a flight on Ryanair a few years ago.
Was it a positive experience?
It was not a positive experience. The plane landed on its side, and then we eventually leveled out, but we all lived to tell the story.
So they need new planes.
They need new planes. I think it's the 20% increase for the amount of people. That'll be interesting. I hope that doesn't mean smaller seats because Ryanair is not the most comfortable airline. But yeah, the return of travel, I think, is definitely a big story that's driving the recovery.
And it'll be interesting to see how Boeing, not to say that there was a defect on the plane that you were wrong, but overall deals with those defects, right? Because that was the big story a couple weeks ago when you go back to earnings for Boeing, was the profit and how these defects have sort of weighed on what Boeing's able to do. Again, seeing a demand boost here and that top line continuing to grow. They reaffirmed guidance, but the problem has been profits. So what's going to come from Boeing in terms of avoiding some of these defects and being able to take advantage of demand will certainly be interesting to watch throughout the rest of the year.